It's mostly rhetorical.
Hi everyone, welcome back to Mostly Rhetorical. I'm your host, a drippy, dippy Jerry Seinfeld. I don't know if you've seen this. This is like one of the best things. It's Jerry Seinfeld did a photo shoot for a company where it's like kind of like college wear with like the fucking football jacket. You know what I mean? It's like an Archie jacket, the thing that Archie wears in the Archie comics. I don't know if he wears it in the Riverdale thing, in the show Riverdale, but it's one of these. It's just like sportswear, and he's just so young. He's the youngest Jerry's ever been. Even when Jerry was super young, like 20, he's even younger than that. He's like 18 wearing this. He looks so fucking good, dude. Should look it up. I think the brand is called Kish or something like that. And he just looks fantastic, dude. I'm so pumped on it. I'm almost done Seinfeld, but like I don't like starting seasons of shows at the start because I feel like a lot of shows have a rough start. And I think that's with anything. Anything always has a rough start. This is a rough start for this podcast right now, dude. It's bumpy as hell out here. So it's just like I just started at season 4 or something, and I think with anything like Friends or How I Met Your Mother, any of those shows, you kind of feel like you've seen majority of what's happening in these shows because a lot of the time they're the same, and it's comforting. It's sick and it's comforting. So I just started in there, and I think I got season 4 to season 7, maybe somewhere around there. And fall is the time that I get back into Jerry, man. I'm getting back into Jerry. I'm going to give it 3 weeks. I'm going to give it October. We're going to call it October. And we're right back into Jerry, dude. It's going to be sick. Also, that Riverdale show, I kind of want to watch it. I just want to know what Archie's up to, you know? But there was this thing. I feel like I've talked about this before, like early on in this podcast, where I grew up reading like Archie comics. I always went to like a cottage, and at this cottage there was just like stacks of Archies. I never went out of my way to go buy an Archie comic. They were just like in places. They were just always somewhere. And so I read them and I got really into them. Archie's Digest, which I thought said Diggest, because that also makes sense for fucking, you know, the time, I guess, 60s. I dig that. I don't know. Maybe I'm wrong. I think I'm wrong. That sounds pretty wrong. But they made the show, and I think I watched the first episode of Riverdale, and it was just like Archie plays football. He's hot as shit. He plays guitar, and it was like, what the fuck is this, dude? He's like emotionally aware of shit. And I was like, this is not Archie, dude. What have you guys done? But I think now that I'm, you know, less judgmental, maybe I'm not. But I'm going to give it a chance. I'm going to give it a good shot, a nice go with it, dude. So I got hit up by this skincare brand to do to do an ad for them. And now I'm an influencer, dude. It doesn't even matter if I do it or if I just don't do it, I'm still an influencer, man. I'm finally going to show up to every family event with my ego soaring through my fucking body. Because I think that's what you have to be an influencer. You're just the shit now. But this company reached out to me and they were like, hey, do you want to do this video on TikTok? And granted, my TikTok, I don't really have like a certain thing that I do. I just say shit that I think is funny. And it's not like I'm like active, like promoting my activeness or like my physicality in my TikToks or anything. Like there's nothing to do with anything. And they're like, hey, we're like promoting like this brand of hydration for your face for dudes. And that's always like a little bit of a thing in my mind, like having products specifically for a gender. Like I always thought it would be sick to have um I always thought it'd be super dumb, or like the whole idea of it is dumb. Like the idea of having a brand for a specific gender is pretty dumb at this point. I think it always has been, but companies love doing that. So this is like skincare for men that they're promoting, and in the blurb they were like, yeah, uh, we want you to be funny and point out the fact that like dudes don't know how to do fucking skincare and all this like, and like that's not that funny. Like that's like kind of fucking boring, dude. Like that's some boring shit. So I think in the video, I'm gonna promote, or maybe not in the video, but I thought it'd be a fun idea to have like shirts for, or like toilets for men, just like stupid shit like that. Like the iPhone for women. Just like, I don't know why they care about that shit, man. But that's what they're asking me to do. And I don't know if I'm going to do it. The compensation, I asked what the compensation was because I figured it was just the skincare. Like, you're getting free skincare. That's pretty wicked. I'll take that, dude. Send me fucking whatever, man. I want the skincare, man. I want free shit because I think that's the goal anyway. I think when you're, what's the thing that they say? Like when someone becomes famous, you just get shit for free, so you don't have to buy anything. And if I don't have to have the fame and I get shit for free, that's the win, dude. That is the ultimate win. So if you guys see me post a video, or maybe I'll talk about it if I actually post a video about skincare or doing like an ad, that's the reason. That's the reason. I'm a skincare model now, dude. I don't know what you want from me. The thing is, I don't really want to use it though, because I just use soap on my face every evening, like goat's milk soap, I believe. Unscented goat milk soap. Wow, that's the name for the podcast right there. Unscented goat milk soap. And then just like a moisturizer. And this thing is like a gel or some shit. If I start breaking out, man, I've been actively doing this skincare routine for like 2 years now. Can't fuck it up. I cannot lose the momentum that I have with my facial moistness. There's no way. There's no way I'm backtracking, dude. We've made too much progress in these last 2 years. Look at me. If you're listening to the audio version, listen to me. I'm going to describe my pores for you. Clean as hell. They've never been cleaner. They've never been cleaner. I don't think I like those. Someone was telling me about this, the Dr. Pimple Popper show. And like, I've watched some videos where they take like wax out of your ear, and I'm like, I'm really involved with that, dude. I just curl up with like some popcorn and then just throw in like an earwax removal video. That's my fucking safe zone. My comfort show is watching earwax getting removed from someone's deep inner ear. But watching people get pimples popped, I like that in general though. I like that the fact that this person was like, yeah, like I can pop a pimple. Like watch me pop a pimple. Dr. Pimple Popper. Are they a doctor? I'm going to look it up. But they were like, yeah, I just love fucking popping pimples and seeing the goop and, the whole aftermath. And then they did it enough times on YouTube that that TV was like, do you want a show? You should have a show for this. You know how everyone has this, but you just pop them, dude. You're so good at popping these. Here's a network television show. And we're gonna pay you millions of dollars to fuck someone's weird skin blemish up, dude. That is the goal. That is unreal, dude. Maybe if I just moisturize my face enough times on camera, I can get a show of where I moisturize other people's faces. Working title: uh, Joey's moist uh face TV show. It's just working. It's pretty good though. It's pretty bad, but it's pretty good. For working title and off the fucking, off the top of the head. Maybe I'll have to watch Dr. Pimple Popper. Maybe it's a sick show. But I also don't like that. I also don't like popping my own pimples. Whenever I do come into contact with one of my pimples, I just leave that shit, man. It just gets real hard. I sound like I don't even know what pimples are. Do pimples get hard? Or am I just having different situations? Anyway, yeah, tune into Joey's facial moisturizer every Tuesday, CBS. Subscribe to my Patreon for this, not that. I'm getting off track. What was I gonna say? Oh yeah, so I just finished up working at this place in the summer. It's like working at a beach, just a beach. I mentioned this before. I was at this wakeboard park, and there's porta potties there, which everyone's bummed on. No one likes pooping in a place while you're still outside. At least I don't. I just think there's spiders everywhere. That's what my brain goes to. There's spiders under the seat. Hover above it. They're gonna fucking get you. And there's so many kids that go to this wakeboard park for this like inflatable water park, I guess it is. It's the aqua park, more like awkward park. And all these kids go there, and there's only 3 porta potties. And you figure all the kids are going to go to the bathroom at some point. They're all just flying around, doing all the stuff, being small. And I figure going to the porta potties now that it's getting more busy with all these little kids bombing around, I would knock, as I would before. Even if the thing said it wasn't locked, it has that like little occupied, green or red for being occupied, green for go poo. And I would knock. Even if it wasn't, give it a second. Because I feel like kids like just don't lock shit. Like they just want to go to the bathroom, get out of there. Fair enough. Good mentality for going pee. But especially if they don't know what the fuck it is, because these kids are small. And like they don't know maybe they just don't know how to lock the porta potty or whatever. Anyway, so I would knock. I'll just knock on there, leave it a second, and then I'd open the door slightly. Not looking in, but just open it so it like slams a bit. Because porta potty doors are like, they need a soft close for that shit, man. Porta potty doors are just like, like it's like a fucking anvil hitting the ground. When you just leave that shit to close, it is jarring. So I would do that, and maybe the kid inside would be like, "Oh, I'm in here," because of the thunderous boom that the door provides when you fucking even slightly open it, like 2 inches, and it's like shoo. So thankfully, never ran into these little kids. They're all smart as hell. They're all locking the door. They're doing their thing. They're doing the whole process of going to a porta potty. But on the other hand, dude, I'm just walking in on old dudes constantly because I'll do the exact same process, dude. I will do it every single time I go to the porta potty, and I'll open it or I'll fucking knock. Like it's a good knock, dude. And then do the door thing. This is like probably like almost 30 seconds have passed at this point of you being almost aware that I'm outside. And I'll open the door, boom, fucking old guy peeing. And they're like, whoa. It's like, dude, I just gave you a lifetime of warning, man. I gave you years of knowing that I'm outside looking to get in, man. I'm trying to get in there. And it's happened like 6 times. Like there was this one time where I did the whole process and I opened the door And this guy was just standing there. Like, I guess there's a mirror on the other side. And he's just like so jarred. And he just looks at me and closes the door. And it's like, guys, what, what are we doing here, man? We need more rules. We need more rules for the porta potty. Also, you're 1,000 years old. Lock the door. You know, listen for a knock. Lock the door, listen for a knock. That's all I can ask. That's all I can ask, dude. So I'm rebranding for fall. I think I'm going to rebrand for fall, and I'm going to become religious just for October, just to see what happens. Just a quick rebrand, dude. Summer's over. The leaves are already changing. It's sad, but it's asking for a rebrand. And I think I'm gonna rebrand, man. I'm just gonna become heavily Catholic, and just start praying a bit. Not to anything in general. I guess Catholic is God, but I'll let you know how it goes, though, dude. I will let you know how it goes, and I'll update you on the skincare video, because maybe I'm just gonna be rolling in skincare, dude. Maybe I'll finally have like a separate bathroom cupboard for just skincare. I think that is a goal. I think having like an immaculate bathroom setup is a high priority in my life to get. Like having all the products I need, my hair defrizzer, because you know, it just fucking goes in the humidity, dude. I either have to cut my hair or use ample defrizzers. Both fine options. I don't mind using the defrizzer. It doesn't even do anything, dude. I used Mad Defrizzer the other day, styled it up, which is just throwing it to the right side of my face. And a bit of rain happened. Nothing. That fucking defrizzer is doing nothing for me, man. It was like watching a balloon be inflated. It was just like hair sky high, dude. Higher than I've ever seen it. Okay, well, thank you for listening. I do appreciate it. Within the next couple weeks, we're going to do the Patreon thing where you can sign up $3 a month, extra bonus video at the end of every month. It's not up yet. I will let you know when it comes up. I love you. You look fantastic. Thank you again for listening. Take it easy.
It's mostly rhetorical.